Let's get to a little sound from QB1, shall we?
Okay.
We've got 5 cuts to play. I don't know if we'll get to all 5 of them today, but here's Arch Manning, who was made available yesterday for the first and last time here in the spring. You have to trust me on this. You know, Arch Manning is very well trained with media, Buck. He doesn't give a whole lot. His answers are short and sweet and to the point. He's not looking to go viral. He's not ever going to say anything that's going to get him in trouble. So most of what I cut up were kind of the longest answers that Arch Manning gave. Usually it's like 5 or 6 seconds and boom, he's on to the next question. So he was asked about his health and he did say, quote, "I feel 100% right now. We're kind of taking it slow, but if we had a game today, I'd be playing," end quote. It wasn't very interesting to play. So here's some stuff that I found interesting. Arch Manning was asked about getting mental reps, right? He's been limited in the spring, but he's still been out there at practice every single time. Here's Arch Manning talking about what he's been able to do at practice despite being a little banged up.
Yeah, obviously when you're not out there, you're kind of antsy, and it was hard the first few weeks just not being able to do anything. Now I get to do a little bit more, so just getting those mental reps, spending time with the guys, trying to teach the younger guys has been good.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those. I mean, he doesn't need a lot of reps now, and the fact that he wants to be there. He wants to, he wants to have that camaraderie. It sucks when people know that they see you, they know who you are, and you're not limping around. They know that you could be out there with them, but the boss is saying, nope, he's not going out there. He's not doing that. So he wants to be with the guys. He wants to be a part of the team that way because he knows himself, I can jump in this huddle right now and do a lot of things, and I'd be just fine. But my boss over there too is going, no, you're not. We're not going to take that chance. And everybody around you knows they're not going to take that chance. But that's tough on him. It really is. So he has to stay in the game mentally. He has to stay mentally sharp of what's going on in front of him.
Yeah, and also, I mean, he's setting an example for some of the younger guys on this team, right? I mean, to KJ Lacey and Diabell in that quarterback room, but also guys all across the roster. And Arch Manning taking more of a leadership role this year.
Sure.
And it makes sense. I mean, it's year 4 with the program. He's going into his second season.
He knows a bunch of guys, yeah.
Yeah, I think last year, and we talked to Chip Brown, and he kind of alluded to this yesterday. Arch has always been like, I just want to be one of the guys. I don't want special treatment because my last name's Manning or I was the #1 quarterback recruit coming out of high school or all this NIL stuff. Remember, Arch Manning didn't take $1 in NIL money until he was the starting quarterback at Texas. And I think last year, Arch wasn't that much of a leader. He didn't try to go out of his way, I guess, to be a leader. I feel like if I say he's not a leader, it's going to come off as critical. I'm not trying to do that. But I think he probably felt like, I've got to earn this. Like, I've been here, and I'm the starting quarterback, so some of that just naturally comes with the job. But it's my first year as a starter. I got to go out and play and earn the trust and respect. I can't just pretend to be a leader because I haven't really done anything yet in college. And now that he has had a very good season, especially with the way he ended last season, and he's going into his second year as QB1, I think leadership is something you are going to see a lot more of from Arch this year.
But he'll be the leader of both sides of the ball. Last year, Anthony Hill could do that. He could lead, and he could lead not only the defense but the team itself. I think Arch is now the leader of the team. So that's just not about the offense. It's about the football team. So I think he'll take that leadership role on. He didn't feel like he could do that, like you said, last year. They had older players that had been around a while and playing a lot of football that could do that, and good players. And so now he's going to know, he knows he's a good player. So now he can take on that leadership, and people will follow him a little bit easier than they even did last year when they were #1 to start the season. He was all this and all that. But now he's earned that from his team because he's had the ups and the downs of a football season. So I think that should be much easier for him and much easier for his team to follow him.
Yeah. Another one from Arch Manning here, kind of along those lines. He was asked if he feels like he's earned the respect of his team. Did you earn it by the end of last year, and how have you earned this year's team's respect?
Yeah, I think you're always trying to earn more respect. Rent is due every day, so you got to wake up and work hard and earn it. Take no days off, but it was definitely a little bit easier, I'd say, this year because you've been through some tough times with the guys, and you've proved it a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, you've been through some tough times. It's not about all those fun times and all that good stuff. It's about those tough times that you're still right there and you're still, you're still trying to get better. And that's what he's done. So that leadership and that responsibility that he's going to have, that's a responsibility for the team now, not just for his offensive guys and how he throws the ball, but the mistakes he makes, he'll understand how it affects everybody.
Yeah.
Not just the offense, but special teams, the whole works.
I like that line. Rent is due every day.
Yes.
Right? You can't just pick and choose the times where you're going to lead and you're going to set a good example. I mean, you've got to show up every single day. And that's important for him. This is a franchise quarterback.